When you define a linear model, you assume the linear model applies equally at any moment in time. That is, you would expect to estimate the same linear model from data collected at a different moment in time. The linear model is the same, even when shifted in time. We call this assumption shift invariance. Not all linear models are shift invariant. Some linear models change when they are shifted in time. Generally, linear systems that are not shift invariant have two additional parameters, a scale parameter and a shift parameter. We expect the distribution of the dependent variable to be scaled in some way as it shifts in time. We can then add the models for each time shift together to predict the dependent variable across time. Let's say we want to model a weekly process, like fluctuations in mood over the course of the week. We expect that mood will be generally better on the weekend and lower during the work week. Put another way, we expect mood to be distributed differently for each epoch of time. Each day of the week, we expect a slightly different distribution. Observations made on the same day of the week, but weeks apart, are assumed to nonetheless come from the same distribution if the process is stationary across time. The weekly model is actually assumed to be 7 models, one for each day, that capture the weekly cycle when the models for each day are added together into a composite model. This composite model is not shift invariant. Rather, it tries to adapt its predictions for each relevant shift or epoch of time. These are concepts from time series analysis, but they help explain ways that time is treated using another type of analysis, mixed or multi-level models. Take a design where you measure mood multiple times a day, every day, for a week. If you analyzed mood with a multi-level model, then you will probably estimate a random intercept for each day, among other possible random effects. The random intercept allows each day of the week to have its own distribution. The random intercept allows the dependent variable to have different expected values at each epoch of time. An interesting aspect of these approaches is that they assume the linear model stays the same, but the dependent variable's signal is systematically amplified or reduced as the model shifts in time. The source is the same, but the signal strength varies. Does this make intuitive sense to you? Do you think the model that would predict a variable on one day necessarily must be consistent from one day to the next, only differing in the scaling of the variable? Let's think about these things while also focusing on your breath, the visuals, the sounds, or any combination of these things. thank you for joining me for this meditation.